Whether you want to call it a Christian theocracy or a Christo-fascist form of government, whichever your phrase du jour happens to be, there is no denying that the United States Supreme Court is sending us rapidly into a full-blown Christian-ruled nation. Yesterday, of course, the Supreme Court handed down yet another decision that further erodes the separation of church and state here in the United States by saying that a football coach did nothing wrong when he knelt with his players on the field and guided them in prayer. And the Supreme Court, of course, used faulty reasoning based on total lies to come to this 6-3 decision written, of course, by Justice Neil Gorsuch. The Republicans are claiming that this high school football coach was kneeling silently by himself. But there's photographic evidence that shows him guiding the entire team on the field in prayer. So the whole premise is faulty, right? Their entire rationale for this case was a lie. I mean, right off the bat, that should send up alarm bells even to people celebrating this decision. The Supreme Court lied to you, and they knew they did. Because in the dissent, she put in the picture and said, here it is. This is clear as day. You lied, Gorsuch. But that doesn't matter. The ruling's done, right? We're going to have to wait for another case to basically go to the Supreme Court and hopefully overturn this one, which if we still have the numbers we have now, isn't going to happen. But last week, as we all know, there was another decision handed down. We talked about that one, of course, up in Maine, that allowed for tax dollars to be used to send children to religious schools. So that was an erosion of church and state. This decision, saying that, oh, there's nothing wrong with employees of the county who are being paid at the time on school property, leading kids in prayer. And now look, I played sports before every single game. And of course, I played down here in Florida. We'd pray. Our coaches would pray. Probably least religious people you'd ever meet, by the way. But they'd all lead the team in prayer. Nobody thought anything of it. But in hindsight, thinking back on that, well, that's illegal. That is a violation of the separation of church and state. Bow your heads, everybody, is what they'd tell us. Bow your heads, everybody. That's how they started it every time. Bow your heads, everybody. It wasn't a choice. You did it. And I'm willing to bet that there are thousands of sports teams all across the country, red states and blue states, by the way, that do the same thing. And prior to yesterday's decision being handed down, that should have been illegal. Now it's not. It doesn't matter that you're on taxpayer-funded property. It doesn't matter that during these games and these practices, these coaches are being paid. I mean, they're on the clock. None of that matters anymore to this fascist, theocratic United States Supreme Court. We are losing our rights at such an exceptionally alarming rate. And I don't even know if everybody fully grasps how bad these situations are becoming. Our First Amendment has suffered 2 serious setbacks in the last 7 days. Don't worry about the Second Amendment, though. Second Amendment's fine. That continues to get expanded. Meanwhile, your First Amendment rights continue to get curtailed. And rather than being afraid of that, Republicans are actively out there celebrating the erosion of the separation of church and state here in the United States. This is Hattie. Hattie wants to know why you have not subscribed to our channel. You obviously like our videos, so do us a favor and subscribe.